Hi, I'm Dave Wurzel, and you're watching PHTV4, and this is Spotlight. Today's Spotlight is on the Payless Lions Club, and with me we're very fortunate to have President of the Payless Lions Club, Herb Schumann. Herb, thank you for being here today.
Dave, thanks for having me.
This is kind of nice. We're on the immediate heels of a special anniversary and a special event for the Payless Lions Club. I know just in October, about a week ago or so,
yes,
you had an anniversary celebration and a first responders thing. We want to talk about that, how that went. Before we get to that, can you tell us a little bit? You've been president for a while. A little bit about your background as president, maybe a little bit about the mission of the Lions Club. Yeah.
I've been president at least 5 years now, which is a long time to be president. I've been a Lion for at least 12 years. The mission of the Lions Clubs have always been, from the start, as Knights for the Blind. And all the Lions Clubs understand that mission. Our motto is "We serve." But individually, Lions Clubs find things in their community to support and be a part of, to be a service organization, and that's what we try to do.
Let's say, based on where I see your name pop up and the types of things that you honor or assist in, a tremendous organization doing great charitable work, great service to the community.
We have, the big advantage we have as Payless Lions is we have a fundraiser that is very supported tremendously by the community, and that's our Christmas tree sales. So we're able to give out scholarships, we're able to give donations to individual other service organizations. We give money to the center, to the crisis center, to the Lions main, like Camp Lions, Beat Baseball, things like that.
Yeah, no, it is wonderful, especially to be able to do it in so many different ways to assist so many different people in that respect. So let's talk about the dinner you just had, the appreciation dinner and anniversary dinner.
Yes.
Congratulations. I think 74 years for the Payless. That's amazing to me. That's a long haul.
That's amazing. You think back 74 years, we've gone through several generations of Lions Club members. And the key thing is to bring new members on and get them involved. And that's the struggle for any service organization. But we have a good, strong membership now, and we're moving forward, and we look forward to the next years now.
Oh, I'm sure. Can you talk a little bit about what does it mean to reach that milestone? Because I'm doing the math in my head. That means the Payless Lions Club started in like 1949.
1949, yes.
It's incredible. And so it's existed through some incredible historical moments, some horrible challenges and some very difficult hardships that the country moved through,
yes,
the community moved through, and also some wonderful time periods as well. Can you talk a little bit about what that was like, that journey for the Lions Club?
There's a fellowship with Lions members. It's a way for members of the community, and it started out, it was all men, and I think that's one of the reasons why the Payless Women's Club started at the time, Payless Heights Women's Club. But it's a camaraderie. We get together on a regular basis. It used to be twice a month, now it's once a month, and we find out what's going on in the community. What can the Lions help out with? Is there a new organization that can be that needs funding? Is an emergency need to be taken care of? And in the past, there was a lot about being a regular member and being at all the meetings. We have members that went to every meeting for 30 years. There was quite a camaraderie that was developed, a friendship, and just a sense of what can we do for the community as business people.
Mm-hmm. It's interesting when I'm thinking about you listing the different organizations you assisted. I would imagine that camaraderie, partly people coming together around a cause, but being able to assist or work together or advance something to fundraise so that you can
yes,
do whatever, it's only going to happen if there is that camaraderie, right? If people can work together and find that kind of commonality in a cause.
Well, for example, this year we really strive to get some younger members, and younger members meaning those raising their families with young kids. And with having, their time is very precious when you have certainly young kids. But what they also bring to us is a suggestion like, well, shouldn't we be sponsoring PBO, and shouldn't we be sponsoring Power, and we should have a sign up there, and that just made sense. I mean, so there was the ask, and there was, so we're looking. I ask each one of our members, if you have a charity that you think needs to be supported, come to us, let us know, and we can write a check.
Yeah, and it's just that, like you're saying, that new members and some younger members and that new perspective helps bring like a wider awareness of what needs to be addressed out there, I'm assuming. Right?
Well, it does. Everybody has their own pulse of what's going on in the community.
Yeah, right.
But you have such a range in age in the community on every different block, and this kind of brings everybody together.
No, it sounds like a great to be able to put those pieces together like that. Now the dinner, it was an anniversary / appreciation dinner,
Yes.
and the appreciation dinner was probably maybe the larger part of it, I'm guessing. I mean, that was the special component to it, right?
Yes.
You talked to it was a first responders appreciation dinner
For the fire districts.
Okay.
And we started this, the first time we did it was for our 70th anniversary. And other Lions clubs have been doing something like this over the years. Or the Oak Lawn Lions for decades, for 30, 40 years have had something like this. But we're kind of unique in that in our area we have 3 fire departments and 3 police departments. So when we first put it together for our 70th anniversary, we had 6 departments, 6 fire chiefs, a lot of moving parts. Didn't know how it was going to come off, but it was spectacular in 2019. Everybody loved it. And we said, we're going to do this every year in some way or another and try to figure out how to do it. But then COVID hit. So we brought it back last year, and we decided that in between the 5-year time frames, between the 70th and 75th, we would do police departments last year and fire departments this year. So we had each of the chiefs and the departments find one person from each of the departments, police last year, fire this year, to be honored. And it's a pretty cool thing. It's they enjoy it. The honorees enjoy it. They bring their families. We had 40 to 50 firemen at our event.
It's to me, these are people who are doing heroic work out there, and then in a lot of ways they're unsung. Like
Right.
maybe collectively we're aware of the great things they do, but here's an opportunity to kind of even recognize some specific individuals representative of what that department does.
Well, when we hear their stories, then you start to realize that this might be the guy that shows up at my house to save my life.
Right.
And should I know him? Sure, I should know him.
Yeah.
And should we know what they've done, and should we honor somebody like that? And
Yeah.
I think the night was enjoyable for everybody. Capri really only fits 90 in that banquet room, and we had almost 90 there.
Yeah.
But next year we're going to do our 75th at Palos Country Club, and the public's going to be invited, and we're going to have a lot of people there.
Good. And before we talk about that and get to the other events or things coming up this year, and you mentioned one already earlier, who was chosen for this year? Like, who did you honor this year? And then how were those people chosen?
Well, I have the names here. Palos Heights Fire Protection District, it was Captain Dave Ritter. He's a 20-year veteran of the department, 26 years in the fire service. He really pushes for new devices to bring in to help save lives. That's and he's very, very nice, humble guy, and
right. I'm sure that he's how can we do our job better to help people in the community better?
They're not looking to be honored.
Right.
They're just doing their job, and each one of them is like that. So, Palos Fire Protection District, which is Palos Park area, that was firefighter paramedic Kevyn Holdefer. And he'd been on the force for since 2010. He's helped promote Project Fire Buddies that connects fire agencies out to children so they can understand what firefighters do. And we have North Palos Fire District is engineer Tom Mitros. He's actually worked in all the fire districts. He's actually, yeah. So he serves as the district's emergency medical services coordinator. And then finally, we have a friend of fire service, our friend of first responder that was given to Nurse Denise Slisz. She's the emergency management coordinator at Palos Hospital, and she works with. Well, one of the fire chiefs said that 70% of what they do, they're working with Northwestern Hospital and Denise through their paramedics and saving lives.
Wow.
So she and everybody there knew Denise, and she was a perfect person to be on it.
Again, it kind of reminds me of like a person behind the scenes that maybe we don't know about her, but
Right.
her work is so critical and so important to maybe helping or saving lives in some cases. You know.
If you meet Denise, when she's at work, she's saving somebody's life. So
Yeah.
she's working, and she keeps it organized. That's what the paramedics are saying. So.
Well, thank you for honoring these people. I mean, clearly, you know, they should get this recognition. I'm sure there's several others out there who are doing, you know, wonderful work as well. So thank you again for honoring these people at your dinner. And then you mentioned you have another, you're going to do this again in 2024. This will be his 75th anniversary.
75th anniversary, yes. So I wanted to bring back all 6 departments for our 75th. So that means it's going to be a bigger crowd.
Event.
We need a bigger venue. So we're at Palos Country Club. We can invite the public. We'll keep the price low. It's really it's a heartwarming event. It gives you a chance to know a little bit about the people that are protecting you on a day-to-day basis that otherwise you wouldn't know about.
Right, right.
Because if you're going to see one of these folks that we've honored in the last few years, it's going to be a circumstance that you're not familiar with. They're the ones that are protecting you.
Right, right. Doing something incredibly important and valuable to
Yes.
the community and to yourself or your family. So that event, Palos Country Club, you said that's October
23rd next year.
Okay,
Yes, 2024.
Okay, so we can look for that. And then you have one other big event coming up this year.
Yes,
And this is your big
That's our
fundraiser.
Christmas tree sales.
All right.
So the lot that we use is the Old National Bank parking lot, 127th in Harlem.
Mm-hmm.
Our trees get delivered on November 18th. That's Saturday morning, and we get lots of volunteers out there. In the last few years, we get help from the local high schools, but the fun thing is we've had the Stag boys basketball team and the Stag boys soccer team. We put the soccer players up on top, and they get the trees and they load them down to the tall
guys.
basketball players, and then we move them around in different places. But this year there has been a tree shortage in the last few years, and that stems back to 2008 and the fiscal problems, because it takes so long for trees to grow.
Right, right.
So they're kind of catching up. So we'll have a few more big trees this year, but the big trees will go fast, and we sell our lot out fast. I mean, we're basically open, the day after Thanksgiving, and 2 weeks later we're gone.
Okay. So look for that lot to be open the day after Thanksgiving, and then probably within a couple weeks.
We will actually get the trees the Saturday before Thanksgiving, and we'll be out there, getting rid of a few. There's some communities that get like a dozen trees, and we make sure we get those loaded. And some people just have to get their tree before Thanksgiving, and we're selling the trees at that time.
All right. All right, so look for that. Look for the Christmas tree coming up Thanksgiving, and the appreciation dinner in 2024. It sounds like another great event. Herb, thank you for being here.
Thanks for having me,
and
Dave.
thank you for the work that you do with the Lions Club, and also your staff and volunteers, and the wonderful things you contribute to the community.
We're all volunteers, yes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I'm Dave Wurzel, and you've been watching PHTV4 Spotlight. Today's Spotlight has been on the Palos Lions Club. Thank you for watching.